Hey y'all, drop a unicorn in the chat if y'all could hear me. Let me know if y'all could hear your girl Tay. Hold on, let me clean my camera because I'm on my laptop. I'm not on my phone. Drop those unicorns if y'all could hear me. Let me know, let me know, let me know. I'm going to be on for a short while, not for a long while, but we came to talk about some things. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you share this stream so people could definitely come over here and get a part of this team. You understand? We're going to get 2 times the Tay. 2 times the Tay, baby. That's what we're going to be getting. But I need to see a unicorn. Let me know if y'all could hear me. I need to know. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope. Let me see. Let me see. Is this something that I'm missing? Because it says that I am live. Oh, okay, Latte. Okay, thank you. Because you see, I'm struggling. I'm out here struggling, trying to figure these things out. But yes, I definitely came over here. You understand? I know it's a new scenery and everything, but I figured, hey, if they got tired of hearing me over there, then why not let them hear me in 2 different places? But we're gonna talk about some things, y'all. We're gonna talk about some things, right? That live that we did last night, y'all, it got people panties in a bunch. Pretty much. The panties are in a bunch. I don't know. I would not be on a girls trip and still be worried about Robert Hampton. That would not be the thing. But let's get into the factors of that live stream, right? See, for me, I was definitely appreciative. I definitely appreciated being a part of that stream last night. And I'm going to tell you why. It was 4 beautiful black women on a stream, and it was all class. No trash. Only thing we spoke on that live last night was nothing but pure truth. We didn't bash anybody. We didn't come to worry about what anything anybody else had going on. We came to speak about a target point. We spoke on that target point, and we got it moving past that point. Now, I'm confused. I'm confused because when women come together, that is the view that you are supposed to get to view. People are so used to people going on their platforms and it's bitch this, bitch that, F you, F that, when that's not what it was about. People should be able to come together outside of mess and put together something that's, how can I say, something that's much more worth something. Everybody was able to speak. Nobody talked over anybody. Nobody felt like they were higher than anybody. Nobody was jealous of anybody. It was a great movement for a great purpose, and it had a great outcome. But you know, people hate greatness, right? But you can't stop it. Hey, everybody coming in. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend, because for the whole weekend, Tay is going to be over here. I'm going to bring some traffic over here. And what's crazy is I have traffic over here. I normally don't even put no Briana on this channel, as y'all possibly can see if y'all looked around, baby. But if they got tired of hearing me over there, then I figure I give them 2 times the share, right? Because instead of y'all worrying about us, I think your friend really needs a shoulder to cry on at this point in time. I think y'all friend need a shoulder, because I don't know if y'all noticed, when we said you could smile, you could laugh, but your real feelings on the inside, they're going to come to the forefront at some point. And I'm pretty sure everybody been seeing the posts online, and they like, oh well, it must be a breakup. It must listen. This girl is fighting everything and with everything in her life, okay? Her relationship, social media, she fighting for her kids. Did y'all not hear the factors of her saying that she almost lost her kids? And if it was from the factors of her actions. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck how many people call on you. If there's no conclusion to what they're saying about you, there's nothing that these people can do to you. But if they felt room for action and decided to keep a case open for a little bit of time until they seem fit, then that means that it was something different. That would be on the parent, because I'm being honest with you. The same thing that we see, it don't got to come from the content creators. There's a lot of fans on this thing, unfortunately, and some is here for the good and some is good for the bad. People will just attack because they have the option to attack. It's just all in you how you handle it. But you can't handle it by acting the same way that they do and then think it's not going to be no karma for you. You can't sit there and put people names and stuff out on the internet and think that you're going to cause hardship in other people's lives and your life is just going to be all peachy and clean. No, that's not the way that it goes. That's right. Tell them to hit the like button. I'm going to have to add some moderators over here. I don't know how to do that. Let me see on the laptop. Let me see. Add as a moderator. Boop. There we go. I'm adding some moderators. I'm adding moderators. I sure am. Let me see. No. Did I do that right? Give me a second, y'all. I'm adding some moderators. Who is that I just tapped? I don't even know who I tapped. Well, shit, I just added you as a moderator. So if you see the wrench, okay. There we go. There we go. Let's get modded up in here. Let's get modded up in here. And I'm going to mod you just because I like your name. Because that is a thing. It is definitely all about God. But we're going to get into this conversation after I moderate y'all. Yeah. Everybody up on the internet that's supposed to be for her betterment, and it seems like they're celebrating her pain. You see a woman that is broken. Me personally, I'm not in the business of kicking somebody when they are down. Is Briana dead ass wrong for the shit that she do? Hell yeah, that shit is true. She is wrong for the shit that she do. But for people to celebrate the fact is that the pain that she is going through is the crazy part, because it has nothing to only do with us. You have to remember, she is now off in a relationship where she is being, how can I say, she got no friends, right? She got no outside entities, right? And it's due to the factors of that situation, right, baby? So if things is not going into that situation, going good in that situation, that leaves a person to feel like they basically have nobody. And it will also leave a person to feel like, listen, I went against everybody for you, and now you acting funny, so where does that leave me? You understand? And then that's when we get these posts on the internet, baby. Definitely so. Yes, congrats everybody on the blue wrenches. Like I said, tell a friend, because nobody really, I don't really push this page on that stage over there. I normally keep over here, and over there. But I figure I'm going to spend this, I'll probably be on this page over here until like Monday or Tuesday. But I want people to be able to understand. It's a difference in bashing somebody and basically trying to advise somebody, right? If you advising somebody, you trying to give them the best alternative route to get through what it is that they getting through, right? When you come to just bash somebody, you basically just here to talk shit, right? And the funny part, I'm pretty sure they thought that live that we was doing last night was basically predominantly to just talk shit. They thought that it was probably going to be ratchet. They thought that it was just going to be basically bashing, and it was none of that. That's none of what it was. Because at the end of the day, that would be us doing the same shit that we talk about another person being on an everyday basis. What would make us any goddamn different than them? We'll leave that up to them. Do you have a buy a coffee link for this? You could use my same buy me a coffee link for my other page. You could use the same one in my same Cash App and everything. It goes the same way. Everything runs into the same thing. It's two different pages, but that would be too many difficulties running out. Listen. So yeah, as y'all can see from that video, right? While she's driving in despair, first of all, you fight in court cases, right? Because you decided that that's something that you wanted to do, and it's only for the factors of covering and defending the situation that you are into. It's not like the factors that you going through the factors of what you going through because you want to be going through this. You're going through it because you're trying to cover up, excuse me, for another person and be their defense. Hey, Miss Sexy Ray, and be their defense. All of this that this girl is going through right now is the fix was broken. And I don't know if y'all see in my description, I think is the description or the title, either one, right? But I wrote, right? The same way all of this was caused by Allah is the same way all of this can be fixed by the truth. And it has to come from the same person. It's not the factors of, oh, you just came out here, right? And you told the internet a bunch of shit, right? And now once you no longer feel that way about it, it's just supposed to go away. No, the internet never forgets, baby. It will definitely come back to remind you. And my whole thing is if you was going to move on and move forward, it wasn't supposed to be in an evil, vindictive way. Because then that's where the karma come from, baby. If you was happy about the factors of moving on, you wouldn't have been throwing shots on your way out. You wouldn't still be having people attack. You would have told these women, and you came online and told these women to make it seem like you was no longer attached to these women. But we know that's not the case. We know that that is definitely not the case. And any woman that's going to congratulate you being in a relationship where a man is beating the shit out of you, she needs the shit beat out of her. She really doesn't have your well-being in hand. These women want to be in my comments talking about, oh, only thing you got on your page is talking about Bree and Jonelle, but that is couple goals. Couple goals? That's what they think is couple goals in 2025? A nigga spitting in your face is couple goals. A nigga not accepting your children is couple goals. You happen to pour more into him than he will ever pour into you is couple goals. No, I think I'll pass. I think that's kind of on the lines of the no-nos. Instead of couple goals, I think that's the no-nos. That's more like the no-nos, okay? Don't none of you ladies think that it's okay, and that's the problem that we have. I don't know if they was listening on that live last night, but that is the problem right there. She has a following of women that think that the things that she do is credible and it's things that other people would be willing to follow. It's not a okay. It's more like a oh no. Oh no. Yes, A Stokes, they're definitely delusional. Delusional is an understatement. When I first started covering this story, I would be like, you know what? These women is delusional. No, they're batshit fucking crazy. Batshit crazy is way far from delusional. And they've been way far from delusional a long time ago, A Stokes. I swear. Because the things that these people think is okay and the things that they celebrate, it can only be for the fact is that you are batshit cray cray. That's it. That's it, because I couldn't do it. This lady is supposed to be celebrating with some sisters Lincoln, and they supposed to be having a meet and greet. This woman can't even get her words out, okay? She's so worried about talking about Robert Little fucking legs. You want them legs so bad. Y'all want them legs so bad. On top of the fact is, I'm happy that y'all watched our live. Thanks for the respect and calling us the OGs. Okay, that was not a shot for me. That wasn't a shot. But anyway, you paid attention enough to try to take our words and reverse them into your words. Make it make sense. Yeah, they just mad because they ain't get a win. Win what? Yeah, they getting a bag over there. I didn't know we was paper watching. I thought we was here for DV, not money. I mean, we making money, of course, but I didn't come here to watch nobody else's. And that's the only thing that came to your mind while you seen us on that platform. Was it the views for you? Because, yeah, we get the views, but y'all know that too. That's not a thing. Hey, Lisa. Like, my thing is, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, if you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything, right? And they got them women over there believing any goddamn thing. Because if you can't look at your screen and see that there's a woman hurting, then you might as well be blind, baby. Because I don't know what type of defending y'all think y'all doing, but y'all actually hurting the same person that y'all thinking that y'all choose to defend by being a goddamn yes man. A yes man. I'm like, no. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That would be the type of people that I would want supporting me in any type of way. Wait, Auntie LaSonda is in here. Hey, Auntie. I'm looking for you. I don't see you, but I'm looking. I'm on my laptop right now. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, that live was something beautiful, okay? And they made it seem like the live was for us to be in competition with. We don't give a fuck about y'all. The live wasn't for y'all. It wasn't about y'all. And me personally, the only thing we do is feel sorry for y'all. Because for y'all to be the age that y'all are and promote the shit that y'all promote is actually a pretty sad thing. It has nothing to do with hating at all. The only focus we had on that platform was what we came to talk about. And obviously, we did a great job. We did a great ass job because what we came to talk about had everybody else talking, even the ones that claim that they don't watch. How the hell you say you don't watch nobody, but you can tell word for word what they say? Make it make sense. Now, let somebody wrote down on a piece of paper every word that was said and gave it to you or sent it in a text and you just read the words off, then no, but you was in attendance. Y'all seen that 1.3 people, 3K people in there. Y'all seen that 1,300 that had y'all mad. I thought old Bubble Eye Bluefish was busy trying to dodge Mika. Don't she got bigger fish to fry? And don't you need to be trying to get your ankles the same size instead of worried about our goddamn life? How does this work? Hey everybody, make sure y'all definitely subscribe to this channel because Tay gonna be over here for a couple of days because I've been over there being lazy. I got over there on that page, you understand, and being that y'all be over there and I be trying to entertain y'all over there, I be being lazy over here. So I'm going to have to intertwine the two pages together. So I'm going to be over here for a couple of days. So tell everybody if they want to find Tay, this will be the place to find me. Definitely, definitely, indefinitely. But I don't like that. People didn't come here for a purpose, and it shows. The only purpose people came here is for a couple of dollars, okay? And being that people are making a couple of dollars by destroying a black man, they're going to destroy him to the best of their ability, friend, because they're going to continue to get paid off of him. They could say it's on the same, or no, I'm not trying to destroy nobody. I'm not calling nobody to get no records on nobody. I'm not calling nobody to stop no money for nobody. My opinion fully stays on YouTube. That's it. And with my opinion staying on YouTube, that gives you the option of whether you want to check in to it or not. So if you watch it, it was fully your choice. It wasn't forced on you. So for a person to watch people's things, right? Because I don't know, I think while a person be up through the middle of the night, they just be bored. And they just be like, you know what, let me go over here and fuck with this person page, and let me go over here and fuck with this person page. But my thing is, at this point in time, it's too many people speaking about the same thing, and you're not going to be able to close any and everybody's mouth, right? Like, I was going to do my video, but I'm like, let me go live to let everybody know where I'm at so they can know where to find it, right? But before I did this live, I just so happened to look in my timeline, and I seen Shay Reacts posted a video, right? So now you can't tell me a person don't be listening, okay? It's just that when you not doing something from the heart, it's always going to come off as pumping a fake, because that's exactly what it is. You're not doing it because you actually want to be doing it. You're doing it to shut people the fuck up, one, because you know people are watching you. Two, you're doing it for the views because you have to have something new to do, right? So now you goes live and you say morning routine, and it's supposed to be with you and your kids, right? It was no genuineness in that shit. All right, even down to the factors of when sis decided to check what Lauren was wearing. For one, you had a cover so nobody could see. Reason being. And then the eyes kind of did a little thing, just like Shay said, because I had to rewind it and go back to it. And my point of bringing that up, right? If you didn't live, it's one thing to live off the internet, right? Meaning that being your source of income, the way you feed your family, and this, that, and the third, right? But for you to live off of the control of the internet is a total different thing. That's the same shit that got you tricked out your marriage, friend. You had a whole lot of bitches that didn't have no husbands, ain't never been nobody's wife, telling you what should be good and what should be going on in your life. And it's something that they never had, right? So now you in a new situation where you're somebody's baby mama, right? Baby mama. Like, what? And these same women, again, have you come into this internet embarrassing yourself, friend? It's one thing to congratulate a friend when they doing something good. Like, nah, that's a good look. I'm proud of you. No pats on the back. Support is support. But you don't congratulate your friend when they doing stupid shit. You not a friend. You not a friend. It goes back to that old saying when they used to say, they not laughing with you, they laughing at you, right? Because as long, see, I don't know, we gonna be real, right? Real is always gonna be real, right? What you don't realize is, just like we say, as long as you come out here and do shit, we're going to display shit. As long as you do shit, it also keeps them afloat with shit too. Because even though they speak on Robert, they actual fans of you. And whatever is going to take for them to get closer to you, they will always do. So it doesn't matter about anything that you do. It's just the matter that it's just you. It's just you. So a person go, oh, well, as long as they come out here and talk about Briana, we're gonna come out here and talk about Robert. When did you stop? Right, Sexy Ray? When did they stop? When did they stop ever talking about Robert to say that they was going to start talking about Robert? And then, hey Ross, and then to actually say game on. Um, y'all crazy as shit. And y'all in competition with yourself. And me personally, ain't nobody in competing with you. I know I'm not competing with you. I come to do my job, and my job is to speak, and obviously my voice is being heard. Now I don't know if it's getting on your nerves or not, but if you thought it was getting on your nerves before, it's really going to get on your nerves now, because it's going to be coming from two different places. You're going to be getting some latte world over there and some tea with Tay over here. Because my thing is, the truth has to be put out everywhere. You can tell a lot of lies, right? But you can only tell one truth. Only one. And until that person comes out here and correct their lie with the truth, we're going to have all of this in between. The craziness, baby. Because these people really think that they doing a thing, right? By being keyboard gangsters. It doesn't take much to push a button. It don't. It don't take much to push a button, because you can go in somebody's section on their page and push a button to strike their page or throw out or do whatever it is. That's not tough. That's corny. Because you feel like the only way that you'll be okay is if another person is not there. So you trying to get another person removed by any means necessary. But me personally, I'm going to be who I am regardless to who is there. It doesn't matter who is there. When you know who you are, people can't tell you who you is. It doesn't matter who else is the collective. You know that you are the main part. That's right. I know it doesn't matter what nobody else talking on a platform. As long as I'm talking what I choose to be talking about on my platform, is what I choose to be talking about on my platform. And people go, "Oh, if you talk about the same person up and down your platform, that means that you obsessed." No. That means that you have a job to do, and you're not going to stop until your job is completed. And me personally, that's just like people that create series, okay, or movies, and they got part 1, 2, and 3. Sometimes you don't get to the end because there's still another part. And until we get to the next part, we can't get to the end. Do I talk about other shit on my channel? Whatever Tay chooses to wake up and talk about that day, that's what she's going to talk about. You might see me with my kids. You might see me over doing this. I'm on this. Like, it's a different of multitude of things that you can get from me. But if I have my mind set on something, that's exactly what it's going to be until I feel like I completed what it was that I seeked out to do. Exactly. I'm going to be realistic with you. The only thing that would stop the story is if there was a change in story. Maybe we will have, even if we did still, or if people did choose to still report on a person, at least they would have better things to report on a person. It wouldn't be the same old news with the same old outcome, because what you do will be what you get. And that's why I say, you think that you could be causing problems for people and you ain't gonna have none that coexist. You told a whole internet of people to go and call CPS in the food stamp office on Robert's sister, right? But you feel a certain type of way now that you got people calling CPS on you, baby. Do you see how shit comes around full circle? What you do will be what you get. You see how you came on this internet and you played with Robert's money and had all of these other women to join in and play with his money too, and you thought it was funny, boo-boo? Now that Facebook done took them filters away and you don't get paid for lives no more, baby, how you doing? Because now you have to bring yourself down to the same people that you thought that you was above and dwell over here with us. And in order for you to feel that you're able to profit on YouTube and have any type of benefit, you would have to clean it up from the shit that already coexisted. Because when you do post, the only thing that people will know of you is that you're in a situation where you're being abused. That's it. And that's all. So you're trying to make a move to create a move for another move, just so things can be smooth on your end while you create rough patches for everybody else. No, no, and no. That's not the way you go. Not the way you go. And I tell you, through all of this, I blame one main person, okay? And that is Walter. I blame Walter. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Even though a person is grown and he's not able to control, she's still going to do what the fuck she want to do anyway, right? But when you are of a certain age, it's certain type of, how can I say, a stability that you supposed to create, a foundation, right? Because it's just certain things that in front of my parents I know that I would not be able to do. It just would not work, honey, right? Especially when it came down to my kids. Ain't no because if what you doing is putting them in jeopardy, I got a problem with you too. I don't just have a problem with the people that you have a problem with. I also have a problem with the person that's in problem with the people. Because whatever problems you going through with those people, you are now letting it affect the situation or the people that should never have no problems at all. And that's your kids. That's your kids. You don't want the little ones to be put on the internet because they're his, but then the ones that you do put on the internet, you let them be seen any type of way, and then just be mad because we not looking at our phones or our TVs with our eyes closed. So I'm supposed to watch the video like this. Nope, I don't see it. Nope, I don't see a thing. I don't know. That would be like me watching the damn video when you was in your car telling everybody to share the fact that this man spat on you. All right? That's the most disrespectful thing a person can do. That's right. Shout out to Shay Reactions all day, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. And it's more than multiple people that's seeing it. But for that lady with the uneven ankles to be on her balcony stuttering today, I found that to be the funniest shit in the goddamn world. Okay? The funniest shit in the world, because how we got you balded that much and we don't care. How? Is the fact that we don't care is what bothers you that much? Or the fact is that you know that you seen greatness all within one spot is what bothered you that much? I don't know. Something bothered her that much, okay? For her to be having a sisters meeting or meeting and greeting or whatever, and her focus was to come and talk about why we feel we lost and did not win. I'm confused again. Is Robert still married to Briana? They divorced, right? That's a win. Um, was it ever proven in a court of law that that man was a abuser, or was he found now not guilty on anything? Because there was never nothing that he did for her to be able to prove a thing. That's a win. Um, he got his daughter. He's able to take care of his daughter. He's able to be a father to his daughter. That's a win. Yeah, I think that's a couple of wins. I think that would be a couple of wins. I take that as a win. I don't know what y'all consider to be a win, okay? And some things that people consider to be a win ain't really a win at all, I guess. Well, when you thinking like they thinking, then no, the shit that they think is wins is not wins. They better worry about They that one over there very well worry about Thug and Mika. Okay, y'all sitting here private in y'all lives. That's some cootie cat stuff. If you gonna say it with your chest. What you putting on private for, baby? Because when she came out here and said what she said, just like when we come out here and say what we say everything for it to be heard. Only thing that goes private far as alive for me is if it's members only, baby. And that's because you don't get the treats that they get. Okay, the people that has a membership, they get different treats and shit. And if you want them type of treats, then you gonna have to fucking pay for it. All right, you don't get the sneak and geek for free. No, no, and no. You're going to pay, honey. But if you're going to come out here like you tough, then why you hitting that private for? Let us hear what you had to say. I know I want to hear because I don't know why people be like, no, we all messy. We all messy. And nosy too. That's why we in other people business the way that we do. The difference is some people act like they not when they actually is. This ain't none of our fucking business. Did we make it our business? Yes, we did. Am I going to continue to make it my business? Yes, I am. Sure is. And like I said before, and I'm going to say again, ain't nobody going to tell me or make me stop talking. I'm going to stop when I choose to stop. And a person thought it was funny 2028. Let's make it 2029. The fuck? If a person's still doing dumb shit until 2029, that's sad. That's sad. That'd be sad. I was hoping by summer. By the time she turned 32, age be repeating itself, right? So I was hoping by the time she turned 32 again, it would be some changes being made. Hey, Pammy Pooh. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss E. But it's sad. You sitting here causing ruckus for people, but yet want people to feel sorry for you. How does that work? I feel sorry about Jonelle X because that's your karma. Jonelle will truly be your karma. Y'all actually going to be each other karma because the way he came into the situation was a mess. Okay, he came into the situation as a mess. Remember, he was going live, making threats in the dark and stuff like that. Remember the fit that you had because I don't understand how you happy about moving on with somebody but didn't have a whole fit because you can't use your last name from your marriage. Why would you want to be in a relationship with a new body and then carrying a name from an old body, a last body, somebody that you say is a nobody? But that's because that's where you get your money, right? Off of that name. That's how people know you. That's how they relate. Oh, that's Miss LaTruth. That was Miss LaTruth. That's ex Miss LaTruth. And now you went and gave that type of, how can I say, um clout to another person, right? You gave them your scenery. The people that give you energy now gives him energy, right? So you feel like you're the reason that he's eating out here, right? Which he feels that you're possibly the reason that he's eating out here. So people are tied into a situation, possibly. I would know that it's a business deal. And if you leave this business deal, it's only possibly that you're staying because the information that the person that you got the business with deal with, you already know how shit gonna hit the fan after it. Okay? Jah had not said a word to the world, but when he do, oh yeah, definitely so. Definitely so. And my thing is, he hasn't said a word because my thing is, what is he supposed to come out here and say after all the shit that a person said? And then, like I said before, she doubled down on the factors of what she did to Robert because she came out here with evidence. She didn't have anybody make any evidence in that area. She had them try to change the evidence to blame it on somebody else. So either a person is gonna come out here and go, yeah, I did what the person said that I did, or they're going to deny it and look like a bigger liar or look like a liar. Because right now you can't say a person is a liar because, like you said, they haven't said anything yet. But based off of the evidence, if it was down to the factors of how can I say, proving a person guilty beforehand. Yeah, definitely. Because all evidence point towards him. And all information, people go, oh, well, why y'all believe the first baby father, right, did what he did, and why y'all believe the third baby daddy did what he did, but y'all don't believe the second baby daddy or the husband did what she saying that he did. First of all, Briana is a pathological liar, right? So you can't believe shit with the grain of salt. And if you did, that was your fault, right? That's number one. Number two, it wasn't just the words, it was the proof. She didn't come out here with no proof on Robert, right? And any proof that she tried to bring, far as word of mouth or destruction, that doesn't prove a person wrong. That just proves that you are hurt. That's it. And with the baby father, the way she introduced him to the internet, mind you, behind her husband's back, she was at home because she's good for doing lives and deleting them. Because how she was married to a man for 6 years and he never even knew that this live coexisted, where she said that this man sick pistols and pit bulls on her children, right? But now once they become cool, she knew she had to do some damage control, right? For him to be able to come out on the scenery, friend. So he came out and say, well, the things we went through, we was young and we was stupid, and you learn. Um, you brung pit bulls and pistols for your kids. Or was it for the crazy bitch? Cause I don't know. You might need some pistols and pit bulls for her shit. Cause I don't know. I don't know. But the kids, she said they was in the van. Listen, we can't even say what she said. It doesn't even matter. But when it came down to the second one, which was Robert, there was no proof. And the same shit that she told us, she tried to take that shit into a court of law. And they ain't fall for the shit either. So if we ain't fall for it, and the judge ain't fall for it, I would think the judge decision is even higher than our decision. So that would say a lot. If you saying that we down here and we didn't fall for the shit, and then you go in there and somebody's higher and they don't fall for the shit, what is that telling you? That's some bullshit. That's definitely some bullshit. And whatever she went into that court with throughout that divorce was some bullshit, and the judge didn't fall for it. The only thing that was granted throughout the situation was the 50-50 through the child, right? Right? The factors of not being able to talk about each other on the internet, right? People didn't have any other assets other than the kid. And the only thing Robert wanted was his last name back. Like, it don't make sense for you? No. Hell no. We ain't doing that. Tell me where a person is wrong. But for these women to get on a platform, right, and make it seem like they came out here to stand for nothing and falling for anything is beyond me. Beyond me. Because go help your friend. Go help your friend. She crying out, okay? Justin Timberlake, she crying a river out this bitch. And silent tears is the worst tears. You know that cry when you got that lump in your throat? You know that one? The cry when you trying not to cry, but your whole soul on the inside is crying, and it's taking everything in you to just not let that one tear fall, but it's taking everything in you to not let that one tear fall. That's what a person is going through, okay? Because you may say us is us, but her real life is her real life, okay? And even though we do content off of her real life, like I said last night, she actually has to live it. And she's living it. So even when we may be saying things is not good on the internet, we may be assuming it and giving our opinion, but if it's actually not good, she's the person that's living through it at that point in time. And you never know what may be the straw that may make the camel's back break. I'm being realistic, especially when you got your hand in so many different things. You sitting here trying to fight us, you trying to defend him, you're fighting for your children, you're fighting for your relationship, you're fighting for your happiness. You're like, it's just too much. It's too much. And when too much is going on a plate, something is definitely going to fall off. And some things is just falling off, and we getting to witness it. But if they was actually out here for the betterment of her, why would they be focused on us instead of building her? I mean, just being honest. Building a person is supporting a person. I'm being realistic with you, okay? Because if a person is already bending, you don't want them to get to the point of where they break, right? So if you could come and be a support system to help another person stand back up, why wouldn't you want to be that, to watch and witness a person be great? Y'all basically, if you would have thought about it or think about it, y'all worse than us for her. Because even though we giving our advice to her is for the best of her, for the best for her. The shit that y'all got going on and the shit that y'all feel is okay, it's just going to destroy her completely. 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 I have a soon to be 30-year-old child myself, okay? This person said they've been 32 for 6 years. At this point in time, I don't know. But the same way I talk to her is the same way I would keep it real with my daughter. Like, listen, you fucking up that. Mm-mm. And what's crazy is sometimes my own child be like, nah, you be too much. But I'm real, nigga. And at the end of the day, anybody that's gonna be a yes man is not. Because people gonna always tell you what you want to hear, right? Yes, they are. If they more worried about being your friend, because they not worried about the best of you, because a person that's actually your friend, they don't give a fuck if you be their friend after the fact is of you telling them what you telling them in the first place, because you know that it's for the best. So if you choose to be mad at me because I'm telling you the truth, that's something that you gonna have to deal with. And that's something that I wouldn't be mad at, because I know that I only was coming from a place of care. That's it. I'm not going to sit there and be around somebody that I care about and know that they could do better and not tell them that they could do better and just watch them do worse. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. That's not the way it goes. Real people know. Okay? And the thing about being real, when you are real, you don't have to say that you real, because real shit just come from real people, and real people do real things. And actions speak louder than words all the time. I'm not here for confrontation. I'm not in conflict with anybody. Maybe a conflict of interest. Okay, maybe the things that I like you might not like, and maybe the things that you like I don't like. But far as being in conflict with anybody, no. How could you, even as a big grown ass woman, come to the internet and say that you have conflict with somebody that you don't know? That's like a figment of your imagination. Once you close your phone, they fucking gone. How is that considered as beef? It must be imitation beef, man-made meat, mystery meat, or some type. Because no, that shit, it doesn't make sense to me. Because if you actually come to a place to do what it is that you choose to do, then only thing that you should be worried about is what you choose to do. They go after anyone in RH. Listen, child, yes. Yes, they go after anyone, period, that is not on the side of them, and they think maybe defending RH in any way, friend. Anyway. Oh yeah, y'all work for him. He must be sending the money. If y'all saying he broke, how he paying us? That's like they'll say something, and within the same 5 minutes, they'll say something to contradict what it is that they just said prior to that comment. He broke, he ain't got nothing, he ain't got no motion, this, that, and the third. Okay, but you just said that he paying 51 content creators. Motherfuckers must be cheap. We must be cheap. Did he get us at a Temu price, a discount price? Like, is it like buy 5 content creators and get one free? Like, what's the special? Like, how does it come? Is it like a secret source, like a VIP, where every now and again a different content creator may pop